Good morning. We've had a little bit of a break in the heat today, so I've driven over to Yates Mill Pond Historic Park to walk around and take some pictures. It's 72 and sunny out there and looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day, so I want to take advantage of it. I thought I'd chat about a couple of things this morning, not necessarily related, but just thoughts that are going on in my head that I want to share. I want to say again that I don't know how I lived without a backup camera in my van. Just really used to right away that feature when I'm backing up into parking spaces. Of course, still looking and not totally reliant on the camera, but really glad the camera's there. I always said the two things I wanted to upgrade about my van were having a backup camera, and also I wanted to be able to tell what song and who was singing it that I was listening to on the radio. This car's music is awesome. I never realized I liked so many songs by Coldplay, but now that I can see what the name of the song and the band singing it is, I discovered that I do. So that's way cool. Listening to 80s, 90s, and today, streaming today, and that's been good so far. Joey and I are going back and forth on the way to school with what we want to listen to, but I'm just totally like that feature. It's just great. I will absorb like a sponge the name of the songs and the groups, and hopefully sound like my own personal walking, talking database of music. So that's good. I made a couple of adjustments in my driver profile. I've turned on the chime in case I'm speeding, and you know what? It went off a few times on the way over here this morning. I am not a leadfoot, I promise I'm not, but this is a really fun car to drive, and she just wants to go fast. So I think turning on the chime was a good thing and paying attention to it. That said, another function I don't think I could go back to living without is the fact that the car tells me what the current road speed limit is. I'm automatically just immediately used to that. However, I wish that I could send in an update to the database and say, you know, you're missing the speed limits for this road. I'd like to add them. I wish there was a way as a user I could add them. And also I did notice one area of road this morning on the way over to the park that the speed limit was wrong. It was actually 10 miles per hour slower than the car said it was. So you can't totally rely on the car, but it's good and it's getting better all the time. So I like that. I still have not been using the sun visor much. The car does have an interesting sun visor, and I certainly could use it, but I haven't been. For those of you that are not too familiar, it's over here on the side of the car, and there's a magnet up here in the corner, and then when you bring it front, there's a magnet in the front that allows you to affix it to the rear view mirror area. And also it does fold down so it can be even a little wider. And yes, it does have a mirror. So if you wanted to use that, you can swivel it so that it's in a position that's good for you. But haven't been using that too much. It was rather sunny this morning, so I admit that I did consider using it, but I did not. Also, as with a lot of other Tesla owners, we have bought a little aftermarket box to go up here underneath the LCD. I really like this one. I'll put a link in the description to where we got it. It matches the carbon fiber of the car here in the front. Has a little red Tesla logo inside. It's felt feeling. Don's using it for his sunglasses so that I don't you know, send them flying across the car should I decide to speed up. This one really sticks in there well. You saw, like, so you got to sort of push down and pull. I mean, it is not going to open up when you accelerate. So I do particularly like this one. That said, very glad that we chose the carbon fiber for our car. However, up here on the dash near the window, it's also up there, and I'm noticing that pattern shows up on my dash cam videos sometimes. So I like it everywhere except for up there at the front of the car. If I had to do it over again, I would still get carbon fiber, but if I had a choice to not get it up right close to the windshield, I probably would do that just so that it didn't show up on my dash cam video. So anyway, I'm gonna go take the mile walk around the mill pond, and I'm gonna see if there's any cool birds out there this morning. I guess I need to decide if I want to carry my lightweight or my heavyweight lens. Decisions. The coneflower here is in bloom, and boy, wouldn't I like to spot a monarch butterfly this morning. That would be great. Anyway, let's go get some pictures. I always love coming around the corner here on the boardwalk. It's so peaceful, and there's always something interesting to see and photograph. This really is a great way to recharge. There's so many beautiful things in nature here. Turtles, dragonflies, butterflies, birds, an occasional water snake, flowers. It's just gorgeous. So I'm on what's known as the Mill Pond Trail. It's about a mile long, mostly in the shade. Walks around the pond that leads up to the mill. Provides a few really nice views of the mill across the water. And is generally a nice, easy walk. On the weekends, they give tours and run the water wheel. Sometimes you come and there's barely a trickle coming over the spill dam. Other times you come and it's like a flood. We've had a lot of rain recently. You can really appreciate the big rocks and the spill dam from this vantage point. Hurricane Fran really destroyed a large part of the mill dam area in 1996 when she rolled through. This area here is designed by the Army Corps of Engineers to channel the water around the mill and down into the creek that goes away from the mill. Every time we've had massive flooding since then, it's done a really good job. But when it rains and we have 6, 7, 8 inches, everything down there below where you see is flooded. On weekends, they give tours and you can go inside and learn about corn grinding. Well, I'm certainly glad that I took the walk around the mill pond today. It's a little hot, but it's not oppressively so. But I'm glad to be back at the car and have gotten the camera equipment off from around my neck. It's heavy after a while.